Hi everyone, Mitch from Pickdawgz.com, Monday, April 3rd, 2023, here with today's NRFI show. Of course, NRFI stands for no runs in the first inning. We also do yes runs in the first inning. That also is sometimes called over half a run in the first inning, and the NRFI sometimes called under half a run. It depends on what kind of sports book you use. And of course, I always encourage people to shop the lines at the sports books, and that means signing up for multiple books. No reason not to do that. Head on over to Pickdawgz.com. Click on our sportsbook tab. We have tons of different sportsbook offers. Most of these sportsbooks, well, all of these sportsbooks are offering great bonuses. We have all the latest, greatest bonuses. Use our code at the sportsbook. Support us over here at Pickdawgz. And of course, if you do so, just send me a screenshot of your sign up with your qualifying deposit. First deposit, I think it's 25 or 50 bucks, depending on the books. And shoot me a screenshot. I'll send you over a Pickdawgz t-shirt, color of your choice, or a Pickdawgz hat. Sign up for multiple books. I'll send you multiple t-shirts and hats. But anyways, this show not about clothes. This show is about beating the books. Of course, we ask that you smash that like button, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. And if you have comments on the NRFIs, I'd love to hear it. Put those in the comments always before the games start. But let's do what we do on this show, our only show that we do this on, and that's we recap yesterday's picks and of the free picks. Of course, our premium picks are always recapped. They're all 100% documented. But let's look at yesterday. Not our best day on the NRFI show so far, that's for sure. But, well, we live to fight another day. We had the yes run first inning in the Giants-Yankees. There were no runs in the first inning. We had the yes runs in the Padres versus Rockies. There were no runs in the first inning. We had yes runs in the Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game. There were no runs. So all these yes runs did not really happen for us. And then we had the no runs in the Miami and the Mets scored 3 runs off of Rodgers right out of the gate. And Cleveland and Seattle, a place where we had hit the NRFI a bunch of times in a row. It was a rough start in that one, but in Baltimore against the Red Sox, we got back on the winning side. There was a run in the first inning of that one, and the NRFI did hit once again in Oakland as the Angels and A's hit the NRFI. So not our best day, and probably not the worst we'll ever have, but certainly our worst that we've had so far this season, which leaves us plenty of room to the upside. And you guys know, like I said, shop those lines so you always get the best lines available. Cut those losses and increase those wins by getting the best odds. And you can do that by going to the sportsbook tab at Pickdawgz. Grab a sportsbook. If you're just using one sportsbook, you're just basically taking away the biggest advantage you have over the house. But anyways, let's get to today's NRFI. NRFI number 1, we got the Brewers taking on the Mets. And in this one, this is the Brewers home opener today. So the Brewers started the season at Wrigley Field. Meanwhile, the Mets started the season on the road as well. And the Mets continue to be on the road here. And they go to Milwaukee. We're going with the NRFI. The NRFI's hit in the last 10 times the Brewers have been favored. Freddie Peralta against Carlos Carrasco in this one. We've got the NRFI in the Brewers versus the Mets. Our next one, we're going to head to Kansas City, where the Blue Jays are taking on the Royals. This one's a little dicey because Jose Barrios is on the mound for the Blue Jays, and we know this guy gets busted up like no one's business on the road. Maybe he holds it together for an inning. We haven't seen that a ton from him. This is from the betting tools. I'm not so sure I love this one, but the Blue Jays, NRFI on the road against the AL Centrals, hit 4 times in a row. I think the Royals, I like the NRFI, but for the Royals pitching against the Blue Jays, I like the NRFI. I'm not so sure I like it with Barrios, but it is our second pick for today's show. The next pick, we're going to go to Tampa Bay versus the Nationals. Tampa Bay goes on the road. The Nationals still at home at this one. And the Rays, NRFI as favorites against the National League, has hit 8 times in a row. The Rays off to a great start to the season, 3-0. They go with Drew Rasmussen today. The Nationals counter with Trevor Williams. Trevor Williams is one of those guys, the first 4 or 5 innings of a game, he generally does cruise. What happens is he usually is one of those guys that has those blow-up innings, but it's rarely ever in the first inning. Normally the first inning, he looks like a Cy Young Award winner, and I'm not saying Williams is going to win a Cy Young. I said say we're going to go NRFI in the Rays against the Nationals, and that's going to be our next pick for today's show. After that, we're going to go to, I lost my screen. That's always fun, and that's the beauty of recording these things on one take. We did that one. Now we move on. Orioles against the Rangers. The NRFI as underdogs versus the AL West. The Orioles, 7 in a row that one's hit. In this one, Bradish up against Gray. We know John Gray is an extremely hard thrower. He throws like a very heavy ball, right? It just looks like it's like he's throwing a shot put or something across the plate. Normally he runs out of gas because he throws so hard. And he's up against Bradish for the Orioles. I could see this one staying the NRFI as well. I like the NRFI in this one is in the Orioles Rangers. Got a lot of NRFIs today. We've got 9 of them on today's show. So we're going to keep rolling right along. We've got Oakland once again at home. The NRFI has been hit in every game this season. The Guardians did not hit the NRFI yesterday, but they were the NRFI the other 2 games against the Mariners. So between these 2 teams, we've got 5 NRFIs between them. I tell you what, I like the no runs first inning in the A's Guardians game a lot. I'm going to take this one as my next pick. Now after this, we go back to the Angels who played Oakland in those first 3 games. Went NRFI in all those games. Of course, the A's in the AL West, and here they're facing another AL West team. George Kirby on the mound here for the Mariners up against Detmers for the Angels. Detmers generally a guy doesn't get into trouble until later on. And as far as George Kirby, well, this guy's just simply a superstar in the making. No runs in the first inning in the Angel Mariners is our next pick. We still got a bunch left to go here. We've got the Cubs taking on the Reds. You know, Great American Ballpark, generally a hitter's park. We saw the NRFI there yesterday, though, hit in the Pirates game. We were on the wrong side of that one. But the Cubs, 4-0 to the NRFI on the road. And this is their first road game of the season. This one makes some sense. I know they're a little deeper into the rotations in this game, but I think both these teams hang on through the first inning. We'll take the NRFI in the Cubs-Reds. The next one, Red Sox taking on the Pirates. You know, this game, I think there's going to be a lot of runs, but, you know, I was talking to Ron Romanelli about this game specifically last night, and he thinks that both these pitchers coming out of the gate are going to be pretty tough. He likes Oviedo a lot, who's going here for the Pirates. I got to tell you, and Houck is like a bullpen type guy, so we know he comes out throwing fire. We expect to see some runs though happening in this thing. I don't know. I'm less than thrilled with these pitchers than he is. I gave out the over in my parlay video, and we're going to say at Fenway Park, we've been seeing runs early and often. I'm going to take yes runs first inning in the Red Sox versus Pirates game. Our last one for today's show, I told you we had a lot of picks today. We're taking the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves to go no runs first inning. We got 2 good pitchers going in this one. Jake Woodford going for the Cardinals. This guy was absolutely sensational when we saw him last season. Charlie Morton, we've seen this guy be sensational for a long time. He throws a very hard ball. No runs first inning as home dogs against the National League for the St. Louis Cardinals. Yep, that's the kind of the way they play. They play these kind of tactical games, right? So we're going to go no runs first inning in the Cardinals-Braves. And that will be our last pick for today's show. So let's just recap everything that we've gone over on today's show. We recapped yesterday's picks, and then we said, you know what? You got to shop those lines at the sports books. Sign up for any sports book using our tab at Pickdawgz or sportshopplace.com. Show me a screenshot where you've made a qualifying deposit of $50 or it's either $25 or $50. It depends on the book. And but I mean, you got to shop lines if you're going to make money betting sports. All you have to do is look at the profitable teams under betting tools, and you'll see what the difference is over the course of a season, having winning and losing, and on your betting. And the difference is betting it at one book versus a different one. By not shopping lines, you're giving away the biggest advantage you have over the books. I'm going to start putting the math in here and show you guys exactly how that works and point that out. I think it would be a better example to show you what the difference is in a 5-cent line or 10-cent line differential on a $20 bet or something over the course of a season, and you guys will be floored. It's thousands of dollars. But anyways, if you sign up for a book, use our thing, qualifying, let me know. Send me a screenshot, and I'll send you a t-shirt or a hat, your choice. Pickdawgz. We have a variety of different colors. But let's just recap the picks for today's show. We took the NRFI in the Brewers-Mets game. We took the NRFI in the Blue Jays-Royals game. We took the NRFI in the Rays-Nationals game. We took the NRFI in the Orioles-Rangers game. We took the NRFI in the A's-Guardians game. We took the NRFI in the Angels-Mariners game. We took the NRFI in the Cubs versus Reds game. We took the yes runs, or the over half a run in the first inning, in the Red Sox-Pirates game. And we went NRFI once again in the Cardinals-Braves game. There's your NRFIs for today. We did 9 of them. And let's be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. If you have any suggestions, comments for these NRFI videos, by all means, put those in the comments. These videos are for you. They're for me too. Let's beat the books together. That's what we do here at Pickdawgz. We're not here to brag about winners. We're not here to, cry about our losses. We're not here to blame anyone for anything. What we're here to do is to beat the books and collect some cash. Let's do that together. Let's make it a winning day.